Hello, dear students. Today we are starting with Chapter 1 of your supplementary reader textbook Snapshots. Name of the chapter is The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. It is written by William Saroyan. This story is about two poor Armenian boys who belong to a tribe named Garoglanian, whose hallmarks are trust and honesty. Let us read the story. One day back there in the good old days, when I was 9 and the world was full of every imaginable kind of magnificence, and the life was still a delightful and mysterious dream, my cousin Murad, who was considered crazy by everybody who knew him except me, came to my house at 4 in the morning and woke me up tapping on the window of my room. This story is narrated by Aram. He is remembering those good old days when he was 9 years old. For him, world was magnificent, life was like a beautiful dream. One morning at 4 o'clock, Aram's cousin Murad came to his room's window and woke him up by tapping on it. Murad was generally considered crazy by everyone except Aram. He thought differently about him. Aram, he said, I jumped out of bed and looked out of the window. I couldn't believe what I saw. It wasn't morning yet, but it was summer, and with daybreak, not many minutes around the corner of the world, it was light enough for me to know I wasn't dreaming. My cousin Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. He called Aram. Listening to his name being called, Aram woke up and looked out of the window. It was 4 a.m. in the morning, so there was no sunlight, but it was not that much dark that Aram couldn't recognize that he was not in his dreams. Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. I stuck my head out of the window and rubbed my eyes. Yes, he said in Armenian, it's a horse. You are not dreaming. Make it quick if you want to ride. Aram couldn't believe on his eyes, so he rubbed his eyes once again and saw out. Murad told Aram that it is a horse in real and he was not dreaming. He asked if Aram wants to ride the horse. I knew my cousin Murad enjoyed being alive more than anybody else who had ever fallen into the world by mistake, but this was more than ever I could believe. Aram was always a fun-loving person. He was very much alive, but this time he had brought a horse. This was unbelievable for Aram. In the first place, my earliest memories had been memories of horses, and my first longings had been longings to ride. This was the wonderful part. In the second place, we were poor. This was the part that wouldn't permit me to believe what I saw. Aram always wanted a horse. He longed for horse rides, but he belonged to a poor family, so buying a horse was not in their hands. That's why he couldn't believe that Murad had bought a horse. We were poor. We had no money. Our whole tribe was poverty stricken. Every branch of the Garoglanian family was living in the most amazing and the comical poverty in the world. Nobody could understand where we ever got money enough to keep us with food in our bellies, not even the old men of the family. Most important of all, though we were famous for our honesty, we had been famous for our honesty for something like 11 centuries. Even when we had been the wealthiest family in what we liked to think was the world. We were proud first, honest next, and after that we believed in right and wrong. None of us would take advantage of anybody in the world, let alone steal. Aram belonged to Garoglanian tribe. Whole of the tribe was poverty stricken. They were extremely poor. They were living in poor conditions. But they were famous for one thing, and that one thing was honesty. Their honesty had been their pride from almost 11 centuries. So, the most important thing for them was pride first, second came honesty, and third came the sense of right or wrong. They would never take advantage of anybody. Consequently, even though I could see the horse so magnificent, even though I could smell it so lovely, even though I could hear it breathing so exciting, I couldn't believe the horse had anything to do with my cousin Murad, or with me, or any of the other members of our family, asleep or awake, because I knew my cousin Murad couldn't have bought the horse, and if he couldn't have bought it, he must have stolen it. And I refused to believe he had stolen it. No member of the Garoglanian family could be a thief. Even though Aram was really excited regarding the horse, he found it beautiful and grand, but he knew that this horse could never belong to any of his family members, not even his cousin Murad. No one in the family could ever purchase it. If it is not purchased, then Murad must have stolen it. But their tribe people can never steal. It was their tribe's moral not to steal. No member of their tribe could ever be a thief. I stared first at my cousin and then at the horse. There was a pious stillness and humor in each of them, which on one hand delighted me and on the other frightened me. Murad, I said, where did you steal this horse? Leap out of the window, he said, if you want to ride. It was true then. He had stolen the horse. There was no question about it. He had come to invite me to ride or not as I chose. He stared his cousin and then the horse. They both were still. On one hand, Aram felt happy to see the horse, but on the other hand, he was full of fear. He asked from Murad, from where did you steal this horse? He didn't answer and told Aram to come out of the window if he wants to ride it. Now Aram was so sure that the horse has been definitely stolen by Murad. Murad had come to invite him for the ride. We will continue in the next video.